Hey guys, it's me, Drew. Welcome back to my channel. It is now the first week of December, and I have a slew of candles, a bunch of wax melts, some hand soaps, and other little knickknacks that I finished in the month of November, and I want to share them with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, let's work small and work our way up. The first candle that I finished is from Mathews, and it is Fall is my second favorite F word in pumpkin souffle. Now, these were gifted to me from the brand. They did give me a set of 4 of the new fall fragrances. Mathews is a comedian here on YouTube and TikTok. Super, super funny, but he also makes really great 100% soy wax candles. And this pumpkin souffle I've actually had before in the 3-wick, and I know these are little candles. I put this guy in my bedroom, and the whole entire time I could smell it when it was lit. Crazy. His candles are very strong and powerful. Now, listen, this was not a 10 out of 10, but I could smell it the entire time it was burning in my room. This pumpkin souffle is so nice. It's warm, it's rich, it's comforting. I really love their pumpkin souffle. It is still available on the website. Definitely check it out. I'll put the link in the description box down below. Next is another candle that was gifted to me. This is from Wax Cabin Candle Company. This is an independent candle company. I am not a fan. I did not like this. This is in pumpkin horchata, and it just smelled burnt the entire time it was lit. The notes are pumpkin, cinnamon sticks, coconut cream, brown sugar, and rum. So the notes are on the side there. It's a small, is this an 8-ounce candle? Does it say? I believe they're 8-ounce candle, burn time 50 to 60 hours. I burned this in my office in this room, and every time it was burning and I walked in here, it just smelled like something was burning. Now, obviously, candles are burning, you know, they're lit, but I just did not enjoy this fragrance. They don't have a ton of options for bigger sizes. They just have small little 8-ounce candles. They have a few of their best sellers in bigger sizes. I wasn't really impressed with the performance. Again, I am grateful that they sent it to me, but I'm not impressed, and I'm not going to give a glowing review of a product that I don't love because, you know, everybody has their choice, you know, on how to spend their money. I just was not impressed. If you like, you know, independent brands and you have a little bit more small spaces, I do have a few other candles that they sent me to try out that I will, you know, start to burn. My one friend, Zach, he actually has a collab with them, and I have 2 of his candles. So I am going to give those a try and see how they perform. But my first impressions, I was not impressed. So again, I will try some more, and I, of course, will let you guys know. Next, I finished a single wick for Bath & Body Works in chocolate-covered orange. I used a reward for this. This is juicy orange slices, creamy milk chocolate, and sweet sugar crystals. Burned all the way down. It was fine. I didn't really love it. I was burning this more for ambiance. I like their hot cocoa and cream candle if I'm going to buy a chocolate candle. But as far as the chocolate-covered orange, you smelled a little hint of the citrus, like those chocolate oranges. They're like orange flavored chocolates. They come in tin foil. It smelled very similar to that. They did not do this in a 3-wick. I don't know if they were like experimenting to see how it would do. The label's super, super cute. It has like a little snow globe. And we have, you know, the little truck with a Christmas tree on top. Super, super cute. But I was not impressed with that one either. All right, now let's do a couple Bath & Body Works. I have Christmas Cabin. I was not going to purchase any candles from Bath & Body Works, but this scent just really, really intrigued me. One, I absolutely love the packaging. I love this red plaid, this metallic plaid. I like the gold embossed lid on the top there. I think that's super, super pretty. And the notes are spiced clove, crackling fireplace, and cozy cabin. I've seen the scents for Candle Day. We did not get Fireside this year. I cannot believe it. Fireside is one of my all-time favorite Bath & Body Works candles. And I feel like if you like Fireside, this is your closest bet. It smells like Fireside mixed with red hot cinnamon. Now, to me, I am not a red hot cinnamon person by any means. I do not like red hot cinnamon. So when I smelled this in the store, I was shook that I actually liked it because the clove and the fireplace blending together just smelled so comforting. I lit this in my living room. I could not smell it the entire time it was lit. I did it a couple times in my living room. I ended up moving it into this room, into my office, and then I could smell it every time it was lit in here. So this, for being a bigger 3-wick candle, needs to be in a smaller space, which is crazy because it's a strong fragrance on cold. The burn was actually fine. It did burn all the way down, but for a fragrance like this, I would expect it to be like a boomer, and it just was not. Speaking of really disappointing, Cranberry Woods. Now, they definitely have changed this formula over the years. I used to be a huge Cranberry Woods fan. The notes are tart cranberry, cinnamon bark, forest cedar, and golden amber. I love Cranberry Woods. I like the White Barn packaging, but hi, buddy. That's my Onyx. It's been quite a 2-month journey with him. He is starting to feel a little bit better, but it's been quite the journey with him and his healing from his surgery. But anyway, Cranberry Woods, yeah, it used to smell more woodsy. Now it's very similar to Frosted Cranberry that they have out for the holidays, which I love cranberry. Do not get me wrong. Cranberry to eat, cranberry to drink, cranberry to smell, cranberry color. Like, I love everything there is to love about cranberry. I was just kind of disappointed about this fragrance because I wish I had more. I wish I had more. I wish it had more strength. I wish it had more throw. It just smells like a more watered down cranberry fragrance. So disappointed there. From Candles by Victoria, this is one of her honeycomb candles. It's the 18-ounce honeycomb candle, and this was actually in flannel type. And I was inspired because I love flannel from Bath & Body Works, but I can never get strength and throw from it. So Candles by Victoria really does. I went on her website because I knew she used to carry it, and it was not on the website anymore. I reached out to her. She still had the oil left, so she added it back to the website, and I ordered it in this 18-ounce honeycomb candle. It smells just like flannel from Bath & Body Works, and it does give great strength and throw. Candles get a little bit sooty towards the end. It's not the clean, I mean, it does burn down all the way, but it does end up getting pretty sooty towards the end. But otherwise, I got great strength and throw from this. I love flannel. It's just such a woodsy, cologne-y, but it has bergamot and amber, and it's warm and it's comforting, and I love the scent of flannel. Easily one of my favorite Bath & Body Works fragrances. From my friends over at 1820 Company, I finished Vanilla Chai. These are 100% plant-based candles. Now, these wicks look a little funny because I loved the scent so much that once it was done burning, I actually stuck this under my candle lamp to get the last ounce of fragrance out of it. So the wicks did migrate over to the sides because I put it under a candle lamp. This fragrance, though, so good. If you like a spiced vanilla, like a cozy, smoky, warm vanilla, this was it. Her candles burned down all the way, super clean, small independent brand over in Ohio. Absolutely love her brand, love her story, have been purchasing from her for years and years and years, and will continue to purchase from her. I finished from When Harmony. This is one of my favorite fragrances from the When by Chaz Dean line. It is a giant 3-wick candle. Just to put into perspective, from opening this up, from a Bath & Body Works candle, see the difference? So they have a really big opening, so you get a great strength and throw, and his candles burn so clean, so clean. The notes on Harmony are like honeycomb, amber, vanilla, orange, but it's mainly a honey-based fragrance. And I remember when I went to his salon in New York City in May, they were burning this candle when I walked in, and the entire salon smelled like it. So you figure there's so many smells going on in a salon, and to have one candle burning and the salon smell like it is pretty incredible. So I would repurchase this, absolutely. I'm going to actually stick this under my candle lamp to extract the rest of the fragrance. It's too wide of a candle to fit in a candle crock, so I'll pop it under a candle lamp and, like I said, get the last bit of scent out of it. But I highly recommend the Wen candles. They're on his website. They retail for $75. It is a lot of money. It's a 60-hour burn time, big 3-wick candle, but there is a 40% off sale going on right now, which makes them $45. So still in that luxury candle price point, but not as break the bank. I highly recommend Harmony. It is such a great, great fragrance. So definitely recommend trying that one out. And oh, my Lanta, Trudon Gabrielle. This fragrance, this is from the House of Trudon. Now, this is a fragrance that they carry year-round. I got it last year in the holiday packaging. Look at this stunning candle vessel, flecked with real gold on the inside. You know I'm saving this candle jar and reusing this because it is just stunning. It burned down all the way down. And Gabrielle is like a candied chestnut smoky wood fragrance. This smells so incredible. Like the second I walked into the Trudon store in New York City and smelled this, I knew I had to take this candle home. It's warm, it's cozy, it's comforting, but that sweetness from the candied chestnut mixed with like the fireplace and the clove and all the spice. Oh, my Lanta, this is so good. I burned this entire candle in my bedroom because I wanted to be engulfed in it every single time I was in the room, and it did not disappoint. I think this is like $150. Listen, it is an expensive candle. I think they're like 8.5 ounces or 9 ounces. They're not a big candle by any means. I want one of their massive candles eventually, but yes, it's expensive, $150. But let me tell you, worth every penny. I love this Trudon fragrance, Gabrielle. And I mean, look, it's just stunning. Like this, it is an absolutely stunning candle when you burn it. So very, very impressed with that. I have a few Kringle candles. The first is Country Candle Pine Cones and Pomander. They did a pre-sale for the fall candles for ambassadors, and I picked this one up. This is okay. I definitely prefer Melanie over at Mr. Kong's mom's vintage pomander from this, at least on Cold Sniff. I have not lit vintage pomander. I'm saving that for Christmas week. I cannot wait to light that candle up. But as far as this goes, it is a little bit more orange heavy. Now, Melanie's candle is very citrus, but this citrus, I'm saying it leans cat pee. And a lot of citrus candles do it for me. If you like Kringle Candle Sicilian Orange, which I do not like Sicilian Orange, this is very similar. And it has those notes that I don't like. It's whatever citrus Kringle uses, but not always. Only certain citruses that they use lean that cat urine for me. The notes are fir needles, citrus, citron, zest, juniper, currant, and musk. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just kept getting cat urine. The burn, though, on this one was super impressive. I mean, it burned down all the way, self-extinguished itself right at the right point. I mean, incredible. The medium jars for Kringle Country, I think, perform really well for me. I think when they are too tall, especially in the country formula, is where you start to get the issues. But I was impressed by the burn. The strength and throw was great. I just did not love the fragrance. That cat urine smell just threw me off a little bit. I finished this from Kringle in the 3-wick line. This is citrus and sage. It also burned down super clean like all Kringle 100% soys do. And this smells just like sage and citrus from Yankee Candle. If you're familiar with sage and citrus, you'll absolutely love this. I love it. It is that really good lemon, slight lime, like the real bright, more like cleaner citrus. But when you add it with that sage, that green note, it just smells fresh. This is such an iconic fragrance for Yankee that I'm so happy that Kringle duplicated it and smells exactly like it. So if you like sage and citrus from Yankee, definitely check it out. I finished Sugar Pumpkins from Kringle. This is a repurchase. I had this last year and fell in love with it. And this is one from 2022. Oh, so 2 years ago, and loved it. It burned down all the way. Oh, this is so nice. This is like a brown sugar pumpkin. the name sugar pumpkins. It's like a brown sugar pumpkin. If you want pumpkin, but not pumpkin spice, you don't want all the clove, the nutmeg. Now there is some warmth to this, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have those strong, heavy fall pumpkin spices like other spices, like other spice pumpkin candles do. This definitely leans more on the sweet, on the bakery, on the gourmand. Really, really love this fragrance. The strength and throw was great. I actually burned this in my living room, dining room, kitchen area, and it performed well in there. I could smell it the whole time. So really, really impressed. Now, speaking of my friend Zach, who was talking about, or his collab with Wax Candle Company, he has my friend, slow down, Drew. My friend Selena has a podcast called Two-Wick Minimum. I was featured on there one time, and she has guests who talk about candles, and she had Zach Day on there, and he said this was his favorite candle. And I was like, I have this in my stash. I've never burned it. Now, this I feel like is a love-hate for a lot of Kringle people. And I'm like, why have I never burned this? So after listening to that podcast, I lit Santal and Pumpkin from Kringle. Wow. I absolutely love this candle. As you see, it burned all the way down. Oh, okay. So my favorite fragrance, like to wear personal fragrance, is Le Labo Santal 33. Pretty basic, but I absolutely love that fragrance. It has this really clean, crisp, and fresh sandalwood to it versus like heavy and warm. Still has a woodsiness to it, but it's a really bright woodsy. That's the sandalwood base in this fragrance. And as far as pumpkin goes, it's like a sandalwood pumpkin. The notes are not on the bottom, but oh my Lord, I absolutely loved this fragrance. This is another one. I burned the entire thing in my bedroom because I did not want to be away from this fragrance, and boy was I not. Yeah, it is so pretty, it's so sophisticated, but you have to like that sandalwood note, which that sandalwood note is something that people either, again, love or hate, because it can come across as a little bit too astringent maybe for some, or too strong or sharp. To me, it's perfect, and blended with that pumpkin, oh, perfection. I hope this comes back. I don't think it's on the website anymore. I would order more. I would stock up. It is one that I absolutely love. And then last for the candles is this Mumba Jumba, the Four-wick Kringle Candle in Apple Cider Donut. This was gifted to me in PR. As always, I'm 100% honest with you guys. These lids, super, super thick. This performance was interesting. The first burn was beautiful. Second, third, fourth, low flames. And I was getting very, very frustrated. I actually messaged Melanie, Katie, I think, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you having issues with the Four-wicks? And they weren't. So I don't know if it was this fragrance or what, but right about to here, right about halfway, it started to pick up again. And it was like, it was a brand new candle again. And I could not believe my eyes. It was like it magically corrected itself. Now, when I did have the low flames, they did create a full wax pull. There was no discoloration, and I could still smell the fragrance. So that wasn't necessarily an issue, but it was just disappointing to see. Then it kicked up and it started to go again. This candle was so great. I love the Four-wicks. Now, Apple Cider Donut is a fragrance that some people don't find is super strong. I really personally enjoy it, and it works really well in my house in the Two-wick. So I was excited to find it, or to get it in the Four-wick formula. It performed so well for me. I highly, highly recommend this one. And again, it burned super clean all the way down. I was really, really impressed. The notes are apple, cider, cinnamon, gourmand, maple, spice, and sugar crystals. Now, look at how big the writing is on the bottom of these candles. Cracks me up. I love it. It's like a giant label. You have the little K embossed in the lid, in the glass. Love. It says up to 70-hour burn time. Absolutely beautiful. If you love a gourmand apple donut fragrance, definitely check this one out. Highly recommend. I will repurchase it. it is great. The other Four-wick I have in my collection is Jelly Donut. I just have not had the heart to light it yet because I love it so much. And I have 5 Jelly Donuts in the 2-wick, so. But I will get to it eventually. All right, let me clear some space and then we'll move on to the rest. All right, starting with wax melts, I don't really have a lot. I've just really fallen out of love with wax melts. The changing of the wax all the time, and just, I like the ambiance of a candle, so I end up just lighting candles anyway. So I just try to find fragrances that go with other things, and working on using up the wax melts that I do have. I have hundreds and hundreds of Scentsy bars, and all they're doing is sitting there, and I need to use them up. And I've talked about this a lot in my channel, so I'm just really been focusing this year on using up my collection, and the same as next year. Like, no club, no new fragrances. There's probably something in my stash that smells similar, if not the same. So I'm just really trying to use up what I have as far as wax melts goes, and it's been a really great process. So I feel good about it. And that first one that I finished was Meet Me at the Mistletoe, or Meet at the Mistletoe. I did not like this. This was like a soapy green type of fragrance. I actually did this one in my bathroom just to get rid of it. I did like 4 cubes at a time, and then every couple days just changed out the wax. I did 2 bars of Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. This was a scent of the month. I could not smell this at all. I did this all throughout my living room, dining room, kitchen area, totally unscented. I never smelled it at all, so that was disappointing. I did 2 bars of Peppermint Rush. This was from last year's Scents of the Season collection. And this is just a really bright peppermint fragrance. It gives more candy cane, which is a peppermint, but it has like that candied type of fragrance. It was nice. It lasted like a day, and then it was finished. I did 3 bars of Mint to Be Merry, which was the scent of the month. Was it last January? I don't remember, but this is great. This really gives peppermint sugar cookie vibes from Bath & Body Works, which they did not bring back this year, which is just crazy to me. But I like it. It also only lasted like a day, but when it was going, it was really great. The like rich, buttery shortbread cookie, and then a little bit of candy cane dusted on top. I still have some more bars of it. I do really like that one. I did Vanilla Suede in my bedroom. This was nice. It was like a nice, sweet, masculine fragrance in the background. I finished, I just dropped everything. I finished Pumpkin Roll in the Giant Brick. I like Pumpkin Roll. It's kind of basic pumpkin, though. Yeah, it smells like pumpkin cake with a little bit of cream cheese frosting, not a ton. This was more of like just a background warm scent when I was burning candles this whole entire time, so it was nice. And then I did Holly Jolly Cider. This was from last Christmas's Scentsy bricks, so I finished that. This is a weird smell. I did not like this. This was like a clovey cinnamon cider, but it had an odd piney note to it that just threw the whole thing off for me. So I was happy to have finished that. I finished a fragrance flower in, what was this? This was the Valentine's Day fragrance flower. I don't even remember the fragrance name, but, oh, is it on the bottom? Yeah, Perfectly Cute. So I actually did this in this office when my cat was recovering from surgery. He was in here full time for 2 weeks. So I had this in here just to give some fragrance because I did not want to have any candles going or any wax going. So I started this, and it started and it finished its life in those couple weeks in the office here. I could barely smell it though. So that was really sad. With 3 fragrance flowers, I was expecting to get a nice strong scent. I never did. I have Hot Cocoa and Cream in a wallflower going downstairs, and I actually have 'Tis the Season going in my office right now. I'm burning a single wick of 'Tis the Season that I use as a reward, so just having that 'Tis the Season moment going on in here. I finished from last year in the hand soaps Gingerbread Bakery in the gel. I hate the smell. Gingerbread cookies, brown sugar icing, and cinnamon spice. It's just too spicy for me. Like, I want like a rich gingerbread cookie type of fragrance, and that did not deliver. But I'm working on using up my Bath & Body Works hand soaps, so that way they're out of my collection and I can move on to other things. So it feels really good. I finished some Pura fragrances. I finished Leather and Leaves and Honey Crisp or oak wood. I love the Pura diffuser. This is a smart high-end like wallflower plug sort of. They hold two. You can change different fragrances on different days, how strong you want them, what color you want the back of the device to glow. Really, really like it. I actually bought mine through Anthropologie, and these are both fragrances through them. The Honey Crisp Oakwood smells very similar to Bath & Body Works Leaves, and then the Leather and Leaves smells like a warm, cozy, outdoorsy type of fragrance. Really, really enjoyed that. I finished the When by Chaz Light Nourishing Mousse. I use this every time I cleanse my hair to give my hair volume, hydration, and this is like a eucalyptus-y type of fragrance, so that was really nice. And then I finished an Into the Woods body cream from Beekman 1802. My favorite body cream formulation, finished it up. And this was like a nice perfumey type of woodsy fragrance. Sorry, I dropped something and I just don't want to edit the video. I finished Ginger Cream Cookie from Beekman 1802 in a travel body cream. This I got in the advent calendar this year. Oh, this is an amazing gingerbread fragrance. This smells like true gingerbread cookies. Like if every brand could smell the Beekman one and, you know, make it themselves, I would love that. This smelled incredible. Loved the ginger cream cookie. Boom! That was my empties for the month of November. Again, I kind of speed through these because, you know, I just want to clear them out and make room to start fresh again. So let me know what you guys were finishing in the month of November. I hope you have an incredible December. I'm sure I'll see you throughout the month here and there. Make it a better world. Be kind, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted every time I upload a video here on YouTube. And I love you guys. Bye.